all the veterans that are here today. This is a very important day for all of us, Veterans Day in Santa Fe. A lot of us have very different bills, legislation that we all favor, but overall we're here to let the legislative body know that we're not just a bunch of men and women that come out on Veterans Day or Memorial Day. That Veterans Day is every day for us, and that we're dealing with issues that are facing our veterans. We're an aging population dealing with health care issues, and we're a young population coming home from Iraq and Afghanistan dealing with TBI and PTSD. There's some very important bills out there. Mr. Guillen, who's been a real champion for a particular bill during a study on stabilizing the patterns of the brainwaves and the effects that it has on our returning veterans. It's an important piece of legislation. Now, this is Vietnam deja vu all over again, guys. And we do not want that to happen to these young men coming home from Iraq and Afghanistan.
My name is Michael Herrera. I'm a major with the New Mexico Army National Guard. I've been in the service for 23 years. It is now 2008, and in 2005, October, I was deployed to Afghanistan. It was a one-year tour. I was stationed in the area of Kalat, Kandahar, the southern area of Afghanistan, for 1 year. There was approximately 55 soldiers from New Mexico that went on a tour to be embedded trainers for the Afghan National Army. That particular mission involved going in the field one-on-one with Afghan soldiers and training them on U.S. military tactics. So with that, I did a lot of missions in the field. We'd go out on convoys, go in the backcountry of Afghanistan, which is basically a desert with a lot of mountain range. A lot of missions where we were in an up-armored Humvee, which is basically the Humvees that you see now, but a lot more sturdy, more secure as far as the bulletproof glass, the compound where it's protected, if you will. 2 hours into our convoy, near the tail end of our convoy, we're approximately 4 hours from our destination, as Kandahar Air Base, and right where there was a significant turn that we were going to take to get off the main road to allow us more space, because we get into a funneled area where there's more traffic. Right at that point, we got hit with the suicide bomber, the VBIED. The reaction, havoc. Our vehicle got hit. I remember the blast in the sense that I could recall the fire coming in, and hearing the gunner screaming as he was hanging from the turret, trying to get out, but he couldn't because his individual body armor was hanging up on the turret crank. So I lifted the gunner up to get him off the turret crank, and he fell down. I grabbed him from his body armor and yanked him out my door. All we knew was to get out of the vehicle before secondary explosions were going to happen, and to get into protection, because we didn't know if it was an ambush or what the situation was, other than the fact that we got hit. I knew that I was nauseated, feeling faint. I held on, but I thought it was maybe it just been nerves. But when we did get to our destination, I spoke to an individual that was next to me and told him that I was going to the hospital, which walking distance about 4 blocks. So I left. I went. The significance of what needs to be done when somebody gets hit by an IED or any kind of potential traumatic brain injury is that we need to learn in the military that soldiers need to be looked at immediately. It should be a standard operating procedure in my mind, knowing what I know now, lessons learned. Here I am, February 2008, so a year and a half maybe so, and I'm still dealing with my problems.
Hello, my name is Diego Guillen, and I've been working on this project for 17 years now. One of the tragedies of this war is the traumatic brain injuries, the TBIs. Everybody's talking about this. And what we found is there is no objective way of measuring the progress that a person is having who has suffered a TBI. or there's no objective training method. The methods that are being used today were designed 20 years ago. And they were designed for other purposes, but they're being adapted into because that's all they have. And something is better than nothing. But what we did here with the APB 2000 is we designed a piece of equipment that objectively measures and trains a person who has suffered a head injury. In this case, a traumatic brain injury with the soldiers coming back.
So last time we were in the 89, 90, 98, 97. So we want to keep it in the 90s. All right.
2 to 9. Triangle 1. Rectangle 3 to 6. Oval 1 to 5. Triangle 3 to 5. Circle 2 to 6. Star 2 to 6. Square 2 to 4. Oval 3 to 8. Rectangle 2 to 7.
How do you feel?
Good.
Very good. 90. You had only 3 that were in 5 seconds. Everything was between 3.7 and 4.8, 4.9. Very good.
My brain is not as cluttered. I mean, there was a time where it's like you're everything's in a box, right? And I'm trying to think, and I'm trying to find a little place in the box where I can think in the box because it's just full. And that's the way I felt my brain was. It's full. I can't get in there. I don't know where to start. You know, there's no organization in there. The people that are close to me have suffered, and they understand. They've literally left me alone to a point where my father has left me alone. He decided to step away till things got better, and my wife obviously can't.